The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John Maxwell. His first law is the law of the lid. And what the law of the lid is looking at whatever your leadership ability level is. Everyone has a level. You have a certain place that you're at, and that is the lid of where you can reach. You can't go past that lid. Leadership ability determines a person's level of effectiveness. And so you have to identify this. And so, how do I move that up? Success is within reach of everyone, but having leadership ability tied in with your personal success increases your level of effectiveness. And so, when you understand that you have a lid, there's a certain level that you're at. So, let's say you're at a lid is at a level 4. And then the question is simply, how do I move to a level 5? How do I increase? How do I continue to grow? Your leadership lid is something that if it stopped, it's because you have stopped it. You can always be growing and increasing. And he's explaining that in his book that you can raise your lid. Many people just never take the time to raise it. They stop wherever they're at. They rely on their talents or the things that they are already accustomed to. And so they do not grow that lid. They do not increase that lid. So how do you apply the law of the lid? Well, first of all, list out some of your major goals. You should have a list of your goals anyways. List out some of your major goals and then go back through and identify which goals require participation or cooperation from other people. And how are you doing at that? How are you doing at influencing and leading other people? And so your lid can limit that. If you're trying to lead a group of people to something that is past your lid, then you might be the problem. And so what do? You raise your lid, begin to work. You can read, listen to audios. You can find ways to increase that lid, get around other people that have that lid already increased and learn what they did and why they did it, how they did it, and then raise your own lid. The second thing you can do is ask others to rate your leadership. So ask people, and this can be a very difficult thing to do, but ask people that you work with, ask people that you're in your family, your friends, ask people, coworkers. You can find people and ask them to rate you on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being low, 10 being high. And here's a couple of areas that he recommends. One is people skills. How well are you at dealing with people? How well are you at communicating with people? Just people skills in general, from a scale of 1 to 10. 2 is planning and strategic thinking. Leaders have to move forward, is what he explains in his book. And so they have to think in vision and what's coming up. And so, how well are you at planning and strategic thinking? Number 3 is vision, seeing what isn't there yet, seeing into the future of what could be. And so, ranking from 1 to 10. And number 4 is results. What are the results that you have achieved? And on a scale from 1 to 10, how are you at getting results based in the area that you want to grow in? So the law of the lid, 21 irrefutable laws of leadership.